Hello, welcome to Throwback Thursday. I am so excited. We have a guest speaker. Abby is a fabulous computer tech, device tech, laptop. She is amazing to work with. She is our guest speaker today, and you are going to love to meet Abby. It is March 16th, our Throwback Thursday session, and we are just going to have lots of fun and just enjoy her teaching us a little bit of knowledge about technology and how to keep safe and secure for our laptops and computers. And you're just going to love Abby, but we have just a couple of things I want to go over. And once again, you are here. Do you need tech assist? Abby is here to teach you a little bit of knowledge and information. Before we bring Abby on, just a little bit of shout out. We are always looking for Google reviews. As of any business, we're all looking for Google reviews. Google reviews, as you know, is where most people or a majority of people will go to find out who's the best to deal with in their situation, in their transaction, how they want to do business. So please go to our Google review, Home Sweet Home Treasures, and leave us a review. If we purchase something from you or you purchase something from us, you've listened to one of our Monday Mojos or Throwback Thursday. If you've seen me on Selling on the Spot Marketplace and we've given a shout out to each other or one-on-one consultation, please go and leave us a review. Thank you for that. And likewise, if we need to leave you a review, just message me. We will get to that very quickly and get it done for you. All right. We are going to bring Abby on in just a second, but from one thing I read on her bio page and I love is computers themselves and software yet to be developed will revolutionize the way we learn, from Steve Jobs. Now, I've never heard him say that, but it does not surprise me. He's a smart, intelligent individual that knows technology, let's face it. And wowzer, he is so right. We are living in that right now today more than ever, I think. And you know what? I think it's just going to become more and more. Computers, laptops, cell phones, none of that's going backwards. Come on, folks. We're getting into the AI, IA, intelligence, and you know what? It's going to be amazing once we all learn it. So he was right, is right, will be right. All right. So let me tell you a little bit about Abby. There's a lot to say about Abby, but we're going to get to a tiny bit of it before she comes on. So here we go. Abby is a tech support specialist with over 3 decades of experience in the information technology industry. Folks, I've used her for different challenges with my laptop and with different situations, Zoom and other things, and she is amazing. She is very, very educated in her field, for sure. With Abby's technical skills and educational background, she excels at troubleshooting problems and resolving issues with computers. And what makes her so great, even more than that, she's kind, has the wisdom, and is patient. She walks you through patiently because she helps you virtually. She has helped businesses from all industries diagnose and solve their computer problems. And she's everywhere, guys. She lives in Canada. I'm in the US. No challenge at all to help me with my issues. And so many other colleagues that I work with have utilized her services, and they have been to the best ever. Nothing like taking it into somewhere, and it's nothing like that. The best customer service. So her website is tech-assist.ca. Friends have come to me for help after having bad experiences with traditional computer IT tech support shops. Exactly. Exactly what I was talking about. Taking your laptop in somewhere for them to tell you, oh, come back and pick it up in a week. Guarantee you, if I took my laptop into some of the larger chains, brick and mortar stores, I'm going to be without my laptop for at least a week. I cannot go out of business for a week, folks. I can't. That this is my bread and butter. So who can do that? So with my attribute of caring about people, Abby does not want to see anyone settle for unsatisfactory work by other companies. And this just this is Abby in a nutshell. So we are going to bring Abby on for her to tell you how she can help you keep safe and secure and keep your devices up and running the way they should be before you call her with a big crash. All right, let's go, Abby. Welcome,
Awesome.
Abby. Welcome.
That was one awesome introduction. Thank you very much.
You are so welcome, and you so much deserve it, Abby. Thank you.
So that was almost too good to be true. That introduction. I'd like to give you a little bit of background about who I am. Beyond what did the introduction, I started off young with computers, and my dad saw the printing industry change to computers before his coworkers did. And so he bought a typewriter, learned how to use it. He bought a first computer, learned how to use it, and did that several times. And every time he gave it as a hand-me-down to my brother and I. And we took it apart, put it back together, had fun with it, improved them. And that just continued on as the years went by. And it got to a point where in the 90s, became super easy. So I was learning so much and realizing, wow, I can really help people. And I was also, in a way, counseling people at the same time. So with that combo, I never thought to go into it as a career. So I was helping family, friends of family, and so on. And uh, so I had a trucking career. And when I retired from that 30-year career, I hummed and hawed, what am I going to do? And I then realized, well, why not do my passion? My passion of helping people with their computers. And every day since 2015, it's been a joy helping people with their computers and bringing smiles back to their face when the session is done. So in that process of a session online, right then and there, some of my friends and colleagues now call me Tech 911. And so I think that's kind of cute. And it's um, leads all of this led also into how to be safe with today's technology. And I can give a few tips, but there's more tips available on my website. She already gave you my website link. Um, the the biggest thing is having a complex, strong password for everything, a different one for everything: computer, websites, software, and double two-factor authentication whenever possible. Um, the uh, so those couple of things are one of the biggest things uh, that are one of the most important parts of being safe. And then I talk to other people about having safe um, add-ons to your browsers, to your profiles. And these add-ons or extensions or plugins, whatever you want to call it, it's all basically the same thing, uh, protect you from bad things coming to your computer. Because hackers can get at your computer through browsers, through bad websites, bad ads on good websites. They can get at you from a myriad of aspects through phishing. Uh, of course, that's not fishing with a rod. It's all in the idea of scams and other bad techniques. And anybody, they're getting so sophisticated these days, anybody can get caught up in those bad things. So having the add-ons really help. And then one of the things I also recommend is a quality antivirus and the use of a VPN all the time. The VPN is not just for when you go to a public Wi-Fi. It's everywhere and all the time. That's what I've been doing with my computers for years. Even though I'm using a Mac, I still have antivirus on there, and it's been known over the past 3 years that Mac can get a virus too. And luckily, about 4 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, my antivirus program caught a Trojan. It was for my Mac, and it caught it, and we dealt with it. So I was very fortunate to be on the ball with my computers. And one of the final things I'll say here at this stage is having a separate router. Yes, your modems come with a router built in, but most, if not all, modems are hackable. So having a separate router and having somebody like me change the settings and add stuff so that the hacker can't get through to your computer is another big step in being secure on today's internet. Um, I at this point, I'm just glancing over the messages, and um, so is there anything that Donna that I could add?
Yes, Abby. How long have you been doing this? You professionally again? I'm sorry.
Oh, I've been doing it for people since the 80s, but doing it as a business, I've been doing it since 2015.
Wow. Okay. And is can can you tell us about your monthly fees on just keeping us up
Oh,
and running and going strong as far as our laptops or our tablets, computers?
yes. What I do is when a customer comes on board with me for my monthly service of $39.95, the first time round is about 2 hours because I set the computer up, make sure that the proper antivirus is working, set up a variety of things, and add my favorite software for doing the maintenance. And what I do then is once a month, pre-scheduled, and hopefully we can maintain the schedule. I know life happens, so I'm flexible. And the idea is that uh, I make sure everything's up to date, everything's working fine, your computer's cleaned up and performing properly. That's really the biggest part, is making sure that it's cleaned up and you're not doing uh, uh, things that can mess up the computer. I say that politely in that one mistake that people do, and this is a tip for you, is don't have all your data on your desktop. Only have few temporary files or a few temporary folders, but always focus on putting them elsewhere in your computer, like fit pictures, documents, downloads. Uh, put them where you feel they're appropriate to be, and you can, with Windows, you can always link the important ones to your desktop. And that is a big step in the right, excuse me, that's a big step in the right direction for the performance of your computer. Um, and my hourly rate is $79.95 Canadian. And I do have a variety of preset pricing, it depends on the job involved. And typically, my average session is about 2 hours. I've had sessions only a half hour. I've had sessions 4 hours. So I'm very able to help out with whatever small or big issue you have and get it rectified so that you end up with happy at the end of the session with smiles on your face.
Exactly. And I know that I have two testimonies from me personally by using Abby. We were networking in another event, and I'm gonna just say it. Every time I need to have cookies and the anything that comes up, my husband deals with that all day long. So he growls when I have to get him to come upstairs to my studio and keep me up and running and the firewalls and secured, because the kind of business I have, I'm on all the social platforms all the time. And my website is huge. So I have to keep cleaned up. So that is the best $40 a month that I could ever spend, and giving it to Abby and keeping him chilled out when he's not at his real job. He doesn't have to come home and work on my computer. And then there's another associate of Abby and myself. Her computer crashed, and then she had to call Abby, and I mean, I've heard that it was horrible, and maybe, I don't know, maybe it could have been prevented if Abby was doing all this stuff beforehand, is what I'm understanding. And see, what she had to be down and out of work for, what was it, 3 or 4 days, Abby?
Yeah, I would say 3.5 days ish. Yes.
Yes, and only because she could have prevented that by the monthly maintenance fee, possibly, probably. And it's just like if you leave your burner on, eventually the skillet's going to run dry and it's going to get hotter, hotter, hotter. And that's the way I explain to people. You have to keep all of your data safe and your customers' data, but you have to keep your computer happy. And when it's not happy, I know for myself, Abby, I literally want to throw it through the window. I just want it to work. I don't want to learn how to make it work. That's Abby's job. I just want it to work when I come up here at 3 or 4 a.m. in the morning to start my day. I want to click on the space bar and it start coming up, and it's working. And it's just been fabulous working with you, Abby. And we know that everyone is on their lunch hour. If you're listening to us live, please, please leave in the comments any questions, comments, testimonials that you may have. If you're listening to us on the recording, please leave us a hashtag replay. And you can also still leave your comments, because I will be checking them. Abby will be checking them. It stays on forever, guys, just so that you know, Abby. It goes straight to my YouTube. It stays on LinkedIn. It stays on my Facebook pages. It will be added to my Twitter and my Twitch and so many channels. So I'm going to put you in the back for 1 second, and I'm going to come right back to you, Abby, if we get any more questions up, while I go through a couple of more slides. All right?
Awesome.
And we will get you guys back to your lunch here in about 3 minutes. More exciting things coming your way. We don't want you to miss out on anything that Home Sweet Home Treasures or myself are doing at this point. So we already talked about the Google reviews. Please go to Google Home Sweet Home Treasures. And we are located in Texas. Please leave us a Google review. There's a whole bunch of Home Sweet Home, Home Treasures, whatever. Home Sweet Home Treasures. And leave us a Google review, and we will leave you one as well. Just give me a shout out and let me know that I haven't done it yet, and I will get it done. All right, with that said, I want to remind everyone that my next Selling on the Spot Marketplace event is on March 28th at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Please go to the bit.ly link on the screen and reserve your seat. I am planning on this event to sell out. We are already getting people on and spots reserved, and I am looking forward to it already. We always have exciting things going on. It is literally for any entrepreneur out there. If you're in sales, MLMs, if you are a coach, if you're trying to fill a seat somewhere, if you're trying to get someone to your events, it does not matter. Get to my Selling on the Spot Marketplace. We will help you make it happen. All right, with that said, forget, this is a special time of year. Lots and lots of greatness coming up. Mother's Day, graduation, weddings, Father's Day, baby showers, birthdays. If you have an office event coming on, jump on and grab our virtual gift cards. We rather do it virtually if we can. If not, we can email them to you, and you can print them out. Why we choose to do virtual? Because we're saving the earth one landfill at a time. And if you go to our website, homesweethometreasures.net, you're going to find a lot of virtual activity there. We have our gift cards. We also have a swag program. We have our fundraising. We have our virtual, you will not want to miss our virtual recipe book. All of those recipes come from our customers, supporters, viewers. So check out that. And you can also find out our next Selling on the Spot Marketplace event. And we want to talk just a second about our fundraiser. We did a fundraiser for the Heavenly Bread Children's Foundation a couple of months ago, but they reached back out to me and they're really needing our help right now. We have 2 families that are in need in Uganda with food and shelter. Now, these things we take for granted, I'm sure. I mean, I come from a poor situation when I was a kid, but I never worried about having shelter over my head or food in my mouth. That was always provided. And I know I'm blessed for that. But we don't need children out there without food in their mouths and shelter over their heads, no matter what country they're in. So what we chose to do, if you use the tinyurl.com, we will give back 40% of your purchase will go straight to these 2 families. So you're going to find that most fundraisers do not give 40%. That's right, not 14%, but 40%
Hello, back again. The daughter's internet yesterday, so I just got out about joys of technology. Uh, so now, uh, I have to admit that I'm often uh, always focused on how the effective of the IT. And I take this opportunity to talk about uh, Facebook. I want to know more the Facebook. Uh, well, one thing is that because the Facebook password process that you get to the Facebook team, everybody knows how to do that, ability to have how to do that. But not however, you have to discuss that to have a lot of uh, your mind is two people to look for. One is to see all of the other is to remove all authenticity. Used to be called trust devices, but they used to begin to look to if they're true enough, and if you look at the other women, so that's their password with the two steps every time you change the password. So, yes, secondary method. I'm available uh, for more people, for larger world, more access to that, I do set aside the other one, I'm available. I have always working spaces where I can bring somebody in, just like this call right now. Of 50 years, I know how hard it is. And we benefit to allow the normal idea to get that. So we have looked at that. Just like the bottom, I don't know if we talked yet, but um, just in case you can back then, people just on, I'll give you another tip. Uh, when it comes to first, when it comes to, I already talked about some of them, but I really like the idea of, people purchasing security. I look at business growth to help do that, secure and fear protect our private security. Many ID for companies and leadership, CPRFI, is very much a capacity to recognize agreement, VPN agreement, and possibility. I am used to because I'm more experienced than I was United States. That's what I've done all around. I kept my passwords, my address book is password management, and uh, that's just something password managers are a good idea for those people that uh, have a hard time having multiple passwords in multiple places. If you use secure. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to call me for a few minutes, or contact me at the call. Set up a free 30-minute consultation with the booking number is 1-888-257-2477. It's on the website, so you can be able to find out at tech.com. And thank you for your time. Thanks, guys, for giving me this opportunity. Yes, the 30 consultation is available for
Thank you and to know that I can help you or getting comfortable with my services. And
There's LaDonna. Hi, you made it back.
Yes. We had a little bit of technical difficulty there. I don't know what happened, but here we are. Um, Abby, I did put in the chat about the free 30-minute consultation. And I just want to thank you. And we're going to end our segment here. And it has just been a joy learning even more from you.
And thank you for the opportunity.
All
Really
right.
appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. Have a beautiful day.